Today's guest is Mike Dougan. He's a managing member of Independent Business Valuations and Appraisals, or IBVA, in Castle Rock, Colorado. Thank you to Zarlingo Robb CPAs and Business Advisors in Wheat Ridge, Colorado, for providing a location for us to film this episode. At Zarlingo Robb, they think like business owners. For more information about Zarlingo Robb, please click the link in our website show notes. Hi, I'm Norman A. Hood, financial advisor and host of the Exit Plan Show. I interview America's top advisors, like today's guest, Mike Dougan, to help business owners like you enjoy more personal freedom, grow your company faster, and transfer ownership seamlessly when the time comes. Like I said, Mike Dougan is our guest today. He's from Castle Rock, Colorado. He's with IBVA, and he's a qualified appraisal expert. Mike's completed assignments for federal gift taxes, estate taxes, income taxes, stock options, divorce, mergers and acquisitions, and exit planning. Well, welcome to the show, Mike.
Oh, I'm glad to be here.
Hey, could you take a second just to introduce yourself to our audience and tell them a little bit about your career path up until now, what you do, and some of your designations, that type of thing, if you want.
Sure. My name is Mike Dougan. Mm-hmm. I am a certified business appraiser. I am also a certified valuation analyst and an accredited senior appraiser for machinery and equipment. So I have three different designations for both business valuation and machinery and equipment. Been doing this since 2002 on my own with my company. I'm the sole proprietor, or actually I run an LLC, so I'm the managing member of it. And basically do all the work myself and kind of work my way through it all.
Okay, well that sounds lean and mean.
Yes, absolutely. Got into the valuation and appraisal industry through business brokerage. Did that about 15 years.
Oh, okay.
80s and 90s. And then I went in and worked for Merrill Lynch doing financial planning.
Oh, okay.
And kind of saw a number of different sides.
You know how it all fits together then.
Absolutely. And I worked through primarily trying to get the business owners to be comfortable with not only just looking at the value that we're trying to establish for the business, but how does it all relate to what direction they want to take their transactions, or really, why does it relate into their financial planning overall? Okay,
good information. So you and I just met in August at the Business Enterprise Institute, and so I've gotten to know you a little bit. I've also got to know a little bit about you through Ken Stiefler, who's been a guest on our show.
Right.
But I don't know you as well as all these people going way back from Merrill Lynch. So how would you say the people that know you the best would describe you?
Interesting. I asked my wife about that. She says, well, make sure that I call you the lawyer of the house all the time, because you're always wanting just the facts. Just give me the facts, and then I'll deal with it as I need to. And that's pretty much what I am. I'm focused on most activities that I do, and then try to stay in a structured manner, and that kind of dictates my style and what I do.
Sounds like it's a perfect fit for valuations.
It can be. There are times when I do have to kind of open up the blinders a little bit and see a little bit beyond just what I'm looking at as far as numbers. There's more to value than just the numbers.
Okay, good. Can you explain, I have a pretty good idea what IBVA does, but is there anything that you could add to that, though, to kind of tell our audience, what your company does?
Right. Well, I'm set up to provide that independent valuation to the business owners on an unbiased basis. I'm not doing accounting work or financial planning or business brokerage. All I do is the appraisal. And that way, it goes back to that focus. We are doing one specific step in a process for the business owners to help them to establish that value that they can then take to the other advisors and use it to develop their plan.
And one thing I learned about you earlier today is I knew you did valuations in Colorado, but you do these pretty much all over the country, don't you?
Yes, yes.
So you can go anywhere.
Right. In our industry, there's really no limit as far as licensing. If I was doing real property or that type of thing, then you would need to be licensed in each state through their real estate commissions. But on business valuation and machinery and equipment, there are no licenses, but you do have to have accreditations and be a credible expert in your field.
Right, okay, good. What part do you like the best about what you do? Is there any one particular thing?
Getting to know the businesses and the owners. I've been involved with working with small business owners for a long time, and it's there's always a pattern, and you can see what they're good at and what some of the weaknesses are, and you try to determine, well, what are they doing to be successful, and how are they kind of covering up some of the items that they're not as good at. And every business is different, so you open up the door and you kind of say, okay, what's going on here, and develop it from there.
Okay, good. You're not the only one that does valuations in the country, I know.
Oh no, that's true.
But I've already learned a few things about you that make you a little bit unique. The fact that you just do valuations. So, what do you think is the number one thing that differentiates using you for evaluation versus maybe someone else?
I do the work. When you go to the larger CPA firms or accounting houses, they're going to have junior members who are going to be doing some of the back office number crunching and research on comparables and that type of thing. I take it from the initial phone call from the clients all the way through the final report, and it's all me. So if there's a typo, it's my mistake.
Yeah.
It's something that I have to make sure that I'm getting covered. And sometimes it helps to kind of be doing some of that back office stuff where you're crunching the numbers a little bit, because it helps you kind of ask the question, well, why is that happening, or what was that the reason for having that particular entry here,
right?
And so you can take it and develop your questions for your management interview, and show them, hey, look, I saw this, what was going on, what can we do to explain it in the valuation process?
It probably helps cut your overhead a little bit too, and
well, yes,
it makes you more. I would say you're probably more competitive than some other.
I can be, and that's one of the real advantages of being a sole proprietor or an LLC. In my case, is that I can call the shots, and if I need to get work, and I can make adjustments on the fees that I charge.
Okay, good. What energizes you every day to get up and run this business?
Just personal drive. Okay. I enjoy doing the work, and as I said, every business is different, so it's not really a very mundane grind every day. And I think that gives me some of the advantage of some of the bigger firms who their junior people are crunching the numbers, and that's really all they get to do, and that can be a little numbing.
Yeah, that'd get old.
Yeah, it does. And I've never gone through that, but it's I get up, I go. I know I have deadlines to meet, and I got to go get them done.
Okay, good. Okay, last thing. You've seen a lot of businesses. You work with business owners for years. You've seen how valuations fit into the exit planning process. You've seen a lot of other things probably that have to do with the exit planning process. If there were one tip you could give business owners about how to shortcut the exit planning process, what do you think it'd be?
Well, one is that they need accurate and up-to-date data, financials. The better the data, the better their chances of getting that process going through smoothly. As from my perspective, if there's data that I need or information that I need, and they don't have it readily available, and they have to go get it from either their accountant or their bookkeeper or whomever. It kind of puts the brakes on everything that we're trying to do.
Okay.
As far as shortcutting, the process, it takes time to get this stuff done. And the one thing I'd say is be patient. Let the plans work for you.
Okay, good.
So,
that sounds like great advice.
Yeah.
At the end of this video, we'll show you how to subscribe to our free newsletter, download free guides, and have an opportunity to win free books from Amazon.